What's good? This is for my Pisces. Welcome back to Divinity Gems. My Pisces reading September 3rd through the 9th. Got a new deck, the Vision Tarot deck. I'll be using this deck today. All right, gonna get your 9-card spread out for the week, and then we'll pull some clarifiers from the other decks if we need to. It's kind of an old school deck, 15th century type of feel to it. So the cards repeat. The swords are all swords. There's no specialty about the pictures. Wands are staves. The pentacles are coins, and they just really repeat. So we'll just go ahead and pull as we need and clarify as we need to. It does have reversals as well, so we'll read them if they come out. Let's pull your 9 cards from my Pisces. And the bottom of the deck is the Page of Staves. He is upright. That is what he is looking like. On his way to bring someone some news. Hot news. Oh, Pisces here. We got going on for the week. There is a tower coming down in reverse. Feeling like when it comes down in reverse, that is an emotional tower moment. Upright, it is just rocking the foundation of this building right here. The lightning bolt, but in the reverse, I feel like it's coming down. It's being shaken down foundationally. It's being a tower moment. So I always feel like in reverse, the tower coming down is an emotional tower moment. The Death card is out. In this deck, it is just darkness. Grim Reaper's type of feel to it over there. But we know this is a transformation coming, a change, a transformation. Right behind this tower moment coming, tower, Death card coming, with the news being delivered at the bottom of the Page of Staves. I said it looked like hot news. The Devil in reverse. Top row is very interesting. And with the tower moment, emotionally, the Death card is upright, but the Devil is in reverse. Resisting temptation, resisting anything that's coming along to try to knock us off our way, which was probably this message here being brought by this Page of Staves, who this message, be it a text message, a email, or delivered in person by someone, something somebody told us, it was meant to throw us off, to me, but it ended up causing a chain reaction that actually worked out in your favor. Let's keep going with this. The 6 of Staves in reverse, but the 4 of Staves is upright, and the 4 of Swords is upright in the next row. The 6 of Staves is, to me, your victory. And with it coming behind the Devil moment, it's like whoever tries to throw you off is not winning. They're not winning. You were able to think through this moment. You were able to think your way through it. I feel like with that 4 of Swords, I don't show them because there's nothing special. It's 4 swords. It's 4 staves. So I feel like the 4 of Staves is reaching the milestone or getting to the place where you want it to get, or getting, it playing out the way you wanted it to play out. But it wasn't victorious for the other person. It did play out to me the way you wanted it to play out, because you sat back and you thought about it, what this was, and then there is the Sun. Your happiness, this is the Sun card on this. And I find it interesting that they use Castor and Pollux, which is actually the Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux, the twin brothers down there. The happiness is here with the Sun card. And then, of course, there's 9 wavies and 9 straight lines on the Sun's rays. So The times when everything is clear to the times when everything is not so clear. The balance of going in between that, the duality that plays out in between that, of things being crystal clear to us sometimes, and us knowing where our happy is and how our happiness is brought about, which direction to go in to get to it. And then those moments where you're just not seeing how to get to the happy, but some kind of way it's leading you there, you just can't see it. Then when you get there, that's what it is. And I feel like this is what happened to you, Pisces. I feel like you weren't sure about this moment when everything just started looking like it was coming. Your world, as you knew it, came crashing down, and changes were being made, and transformations were taking place. But it wasn't a bad thing with the devil being in reverse. It was something positive, but you didn't know how to look at it versus the positive versus the negative. Anything that was coming at you in a negative way was not winning. This was positive. So the movement all was moving forward and towards you to reach a milestone in your life and accomplish something that you hadn't been accomplishing before. And now you're seeing and thinking about the logic in this, and you're understanding how this is going to bring you happiness. You're actually now the king of staves, moving towards your happiness, taking action towards your own happiness right here. Because now you see it as sunshine where you didn't see it as sunshine before. And I feel like the ace of staves is in reverse because you weren't taking action on this before, but now you're taking action on it now as the king of staves. As a king of staves, because you see it now, the benefit of it. You see how it's going to help you in your life now, Pisces. So now you're okay with moving towards it, whereas before it was unknown, it was scary, you didn't want the change happening, it didn't feel good. But yeah, now as the queen of staves and the four of coins, you're knowing that going after this is not making you greedy or selfish. You're knowing that going after this is actually making you a more responsible person. And it's time for you to add that into your life, Pisces. This is what's making you more responsible. It's not making you greedy and a money chaser, whereas you were never about the money. But it's causing you to be more cautious and conscious about your money and what you have foundationally, because it's time to incorporate that in your life so that you can set yourself up a firm foundation, as far as building for the future. Queen of Cups is in reverse and the Pope is upright. So just the traditional beliefs that you held on to, when it comes to your own philosophy around work and play. What you wanted was to play a little bit. Your desires, what you wanted, was not based on stability. It was based on freedom and love and happiness and pleasure. Which is why now the Queen of Cups is in reverse. This is the Queen of Cups now. This was beauty back in the 15th century. It ain't got nothing to do with that, but they depict this as the most beautiful. They depict this as the most beautiful because, of course, it had to have blonde hair and blue eyes to be beautiful. This is what they depicted as beautiful. If it was blonde, it was beautiful. That's just their depiction of it. Never mind that it looks like a man in a dress, but yeah, never mind that. But we're going to consider her of all beauty. And emotion right now was in reverse, and that is you as the emotional water type of sign. As a Pisces, I felt like your joy and your happiness is more wrapped up in those types of joys and happinesses versus going to work, getting a degree, all that work that we do, not because it feels good, but because we have to do it. It's a responsibility, not because it's a fun thing that we want to do and that we'd rather be over here working hard instead of having fun. But you are understanding that that is not taking anything away from you. Yes, you're learning to balance those two things out. You learn to balance those two things out. This is the Temperance card in this deck, which is your balance. She's up there. Very balanced, pouring one into the other. Giving yourself some of what you lack. which if I would say that big basin as a Pisces, your emotions and your nurturing and your warmth towards people and wanting to see others happy, that would be what you're filled with at the big basin. So you got a whole lot of that already. But what you didn't have was a whole lot of responsibility in there, which is that fire energy that is going to balance out some of your water. So what she's doing is adding some of that to your compassion. She's adding some of that toughness, some of that responsibility, some of that stability to your water jar to balance you out. And here, 6 of Cups. It's completely balanced. 3 cups for you, 3 cups for me. There's not too much here. There's not too little here. There's an even balance there going on. And I feel like that is what's going on with you, Pisces. The universe is balancing you. It's balancing you. Because where you were lacking, it's bringing and adding that more to you through these situations. The Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords. So you rebelling against the old way of your Piscean energy, of you just wanting to just let it flow and have fun. You rebelling against that and going towards the new way. As the Wheel of Fortune spins, it's going to spin in your favor. But if what I did notice on that card, you see this guy going into this door. Like all this that they got going on is too much for him. And he's going into that door as the book actually put it. He's the one who's like not impressed by all this outwardness and this whole display that they got going on and wanting to show everybody this wheel. This was big stuff back then, if everybody wanted to show everybody this wheel. It says the horse actually looks out. It's like, y'all know this is too much. It's looking at the viewers, which is us. Like, y'all know this is too much. They out here got too much going on right here. This guy actually felt the same way as the horse, so says the book. And he decides to go inside to learn more. He's going in for more knowledge, more intuition, more understanding. He wants to learn. He wants to grow. And it would be viewed as the guy who goes in. He's a monk. He's a monk. So he's going in there to grow higher spiritually. And I think that really does with the rebellion of the Knight of Swords, who doesn't do things just because everybody else is doing it that way. The Knight of Swords does it and rebels against anything that he has to, knowing that he's going the way he should be going. He's very mentally clear on where he's heading, just like this guy. He knows he wants to go inside that building at this moment. That's the Wheel of Fortune turning on you. To me, Pisces, you know what it is you're moving towards and why. And why. You know how it's going to make you stronger as a person. You know why it's going to strengthen you. And you're feeling pretty good about that right now, I think. As we say that, there's the Strength card. You know how this is going to make you stronger. You see the benefit in it already is if I add to me, who's already a pretty awesome person. I'm a nurturer. I take care of people. I make sure I'm not evil. I just want everybody to be good. I have a really good heart. That's what I know a Pisces to be. Adding responsibility to that good heart only going to make you 10 times better than you already are, Pisces. Only going to make you better. 2 of Cups. Being in reverse. Maybe some of us are a little afraid that it's going to take away time from us being able to work on our love situation because we're working on this responsibleness right here. But let me tell you, you're working on the responsibleness so that you can be stable to attract the love into your life that you want, with the 7 of Cups being in reverse. Too many options out here where you are narrowing it down to that one option, and what you're working on yourself for is to be a better person at the end of the day, number one, for yourself. But if there's any special someone in mind, then you're becoming a better person on your own, so that when you want to come back together with this person, that you are strong enough with or without this person. You're A-okay with this person. You can be even better. Without this person, you're still A-okay. That is another change your perception type of move right there, which is why the Hangman is out. He purposely hung upside down so that he can see it differently, so that he can see it from another angle. You're going to be seeing it from another angle. You're going to see why work is not that bad, because it allows you to have in place the things that you want for the love of your life, for you to be able to give more. You'll have more to give the person that you want to give to. 2 of Staves, this is your willpower. Queen of Swords, this is you knowing you. You knowing you. Inside out, knowing who you are, embracing the change, ready for it. Ready for it. And your willpower, staying on your determination to accomplish these things for yourself. For yourself. Not for others, because you usually do it for others. But this time you're going to do it for yourself, Pisces. You're going to accomplish these things for yourself. And you're going to see you're going to be a whole lot more proud of yourself. And in that way, anybody else who you felt like you were doing it for can only be more proud. Can only be more proud. It's only going to make them love you more for you stepping out there outside of your comfort zone and working even harder than you're used to working. Wheel of Fortune again. Knight of Cups is in reverse. Not moving the way you've been moving, Pisces. Moving in a different way, different flow. You're going to move. It's still going to be yourself. But you're adding some power. Some power. You're adding some stability where there was more water and love and nurturing and Ace of Cups type of energy. You're adding Queen of Pentacles type of energy. You're adding stability. That person that's always relied upon, that person that pays bills on time, probably didn't used to be you. It's going to become you. You were all about the fun and the emotion versus the responsibility. And let's just focus on the responsibility of paying these bills. You're not trying to hear that as a Pisces. Like, what about fun and adventure? Forget bills. That's boring. Like, yeah, might have to pay bills sometimes. There's your Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment is just happy for you all day long. What you're asking for was to figure it all out, was to get stronger. What you have been praying for was to figure this all out, figure this whole thing out. What is it you're supposed to be doing? What's being asked of you? You've been asked to become more responsible. Been asked to become more responsible. To not nurture as much as you do, but to really think about becoming a stronger person all the way around. How you have a role in that, creating that. The feel that you have towards responsibility is changing over to where you don't see it as a burden as much anymore. I feel like you're looking at that now that you had time to really see what it is not such a bad thing. Balance needs to be brought to you, Pisces, and that's what I see the universe doing, and it's trying to balance you. Where you weren't carrying your loads, it's going to make you carry your load. It's going to make you carry your load. Bringing justice, bringing balance to the situation, to your life. Like I said, temperance, pouring that water, balancing yourselves out. Where you had too much water, it's adding a little fire. Where you had fire, it's adding water, but you are water. So I feel like that wasn't a problem for you to be the Pisces that you already are. It was to step outside that Piscean comfort zone. And then love is all in reverse as well. So I feel like it won't, because it wasn't balanced, the other person was more responsible possibly. It's catching you up. It is leveling you up. But that's still there to let me know. Your Ace of Pentacles, your dream goal that you planted, is to bring that into fruition. It's to grow that. It's to grow that. But a transformation is being happening in love some kind of way for Pisces that were looking for a love situation to play out. There's definitely some cycles changing, some cycles ending and some new beginnings. So some endings and some new beginnings when it comes to love, I do see. But as far as what's going on personally with you, Pisces, it is to balance you out and put more responsibility where there was not enough responsibility, to change your perception on how you view responsibilities and tasks that you have to carry out. That was the High Priestess. Some sneakiness. Yeah, making you carry your own load, I see more so than if you were the type of person that carries others' loads, you will not be doing that anymore. But to me, this is about you carrying your own load more and getting to places that you haven't reached, reaching milestones and accomplishments in your life that you have not reached on your own yet, to give you the satisfaction of being able to see yourself accomplish those things, Pisces, to help you know who you are. Yep. And your fears around responsibility. Was really to address those things. Your fears around what you can and can't accomplish on your own, to make you know what you're capable of, to show you who you are and what you're capable of. Gonna get that aha moment, Pisces. You're gonna get that I get it, I know who I am, I know what I was lacking, I know what I have to do now. Because before, it was all about putting it on other people, blaming other people for how you felt and why you felt that way. But now you are going to be sitting on top of the world, Pisces. You're going to be entering this new cycle where you feel stronger and more complete as a person. Yes, because you're going to change your perception on what it is and how it is you thought about life and responsibilities. Yep, same cards. You were thinking you can get around this, and you can't. You really cannot get around this, because the love that you desire and everything else, the money that you desire, everything else is about that one thing that the universe wants you to get. Yeah, so your wishes, what you want, money-wise, love-wise, what is your happiness? What are you trying to bring to yourself? Balance is bringing those things in. So what the universe is going to do is balance you and show you how to find your own balance. And then you will begin to attract those things that you wish for, those very things that you wish for, the lover that you wish for, the money that you wish for will begin to be, through the laws of attraction, attracted to you because of who you are and how you're going about it. Yeah, because this is you, Pisces. Just all day fun and happy and rainbows and cups everywhere, and there's no decisive direction here. This is just cloud, wonderful fantasy world up here, which is what you're prone to living in sometimes. And it is balancing you out, making you make decisions that are going to bring you about peaceful results in your life. And you're going to be strong through this. You're going to find your inner strength. And it's going to return you your 10 of Pentacles, which is all of the wealth that you've been trying to get to. Your happy, comfortable surroundings, your castle with the wonderful, everything's wonderful in this picture. She's just got her surroundings tight and built up. She's got her pentacles and her coins where she needs them to be. She's got a comfortable castle back there. She's got a deer. She's got a wolf there. Crystal power all around. It is the most comfortable surroundings. It is bringing you in wealth in all different ways. Internal wealth, external wealth, comforts. But you're going to achieve these comforts outside of your comfort zone, Pisces. Outside of your comfort zone. You're going to start doing things that you're not so comfortable doing, that are going to start to feel good because you're doing these things and you didn't always have faith in yourself to do these things. But you're going to start doing these things, start to see the results. Now it takes a confident Pisces who was confident in their emotional abilities and their ability to make everybody feel good and be a good person, to a confident Pisces that is still that person, but now I'm confident in my abilities to make money, to be responsible, to be a stable person, to provide for others. Now I am a balanced, full, wonderful Pisces. I look like I deserve to live in this castle, have all these coins, have all these wonderful animals, never land around me, because I'm a good person on both sides. I've balanced myself financially and stable wise, emotional wise, and everything else I got going on for me. I am whole and complete at the end of this cycle. And it has risen you to another level at the end of this. I do feel like the milestones you reach moving forward are going to be some biggies, I should say, some biggies, some first times, I never did that and I accomplished that. I finally did this. I finally proved that. Buying a house sometime for some of us, this is our first house. Some of us, our first car. Some of us getting married, our first marriage, and being able to support someone and feeling comfortable in our role. It's going to be a lot of firsts for you, Pisces, coming down the line. But I feel like overall, this is about you getting that mature. It's a gnat in here bothering me. Getting that mature, responsible feeling and coming and embracing it. I really feel like you're going to embrace that feeling. Thanks for stopping in. Going through those things sometimes, starting over in relationships, just following up on a comment and starting off on a relationship, where your strength is going to come from. You'll see where your strength is going to come from. Maybe not having that belief in ourselves as strong and our confidence in ourselves, that type of thing I'm seeing is about to change for us. It's about to change for us. It's going to change, Pisces. It's going to get to that point. It's going to get to that point where you're seeing both sides now as a blessing. Yeah, overall, that's what I see. Going to get to the point where you're knowing that this change about was a blessing for you to get stronger. And you're going to see the strength on you. You're going to see the strength on you because it's happening for a reason, to make you believe in yourself in a way that you didn't believe in yourself before. And hindsight sometimes, we can always see it after the story plays out. While we're going through it, it's harder to see. So this is where you remain strong. Continue to go through and find your balance. Adding water where there's fire, adding fire with balancing those things out. So the toughness to your water, which is emotional and softer, adding those things strengthens ourselves. Doing other things outside of ourselves strengthens ourselves at those moments when we're going towards something uncomfortable, something new and unfamiliar, but still trying to remain strong through those things. Then you just need sometimes some motivation. Sometimes we have to step outside our comfort zone, maybe go out, do some things with some friends that puts us back in a more balanced emotional feeling so that we can come up off the sadness and we can feel better about, our everyday activities, just making it through work, making it through school, making it through our family life, the things that we have to do where we can't just sit in a rut the whole time where we're trying to figure out a way through these changes. But the more comfortable we get and the more understanding that we receive is when we feel a whole lot better as we move forward. The why is what messes me up every time. The why. I need to know why this happened before I can logically connect with it, and then emotionally I can start to release. But if I don't logically connect with the why, like if the why never comes to me and I don't get clarity on the why, all day long I'm in my head, but why? But why? Don't want to do that to yourself. It gets you stuck over and over again, replaying it. But why? We don't want to do that to ourselves, Pisces. Do not but why yourself to death over this one. The why on yours, I strongly feel, is to add to you what was missing, to make you stronger. That's the why, to make you better, to make you stronger. If you can start there and you can start to come to grips with that why, then it'll get a little easier to release and to move forward confidently with the next new venture. That's really where I feel. Figure out your why and move on from there. That's going to help you moving forward, remaining strong through this process. Good reading, Pisces. If you do need to book a personal reading, it's www.divinitygems33.com. That'll all be in the description box below. Until next time, thanks for listening.